Yo, children of all ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's depending on wherever you're watching. It's your flyalert here as usual. And today, guys, is an amazing day, right? So right now, where I'm starting right now is the most greenest place in Africa, right? As you can see my shade there, this is my phone, as you can see from the shade there. Anyway, guys, right now is 6:05 p.m. As I've already said before, that here in East Africa, to be precise, Kenya, we normally experience the sun from 6:45 a.m. to 6:45 p.m. As you can see right now, it's still 6, but the sun is on top notch, guys. And we don't have season. Here in Africa, we don't have season. Other countries have autumn, springs, winter, and summer, right? I think there are 4 seasons, right? Anyway, guys, so today we want to learn something. So we want to learn how we call things in our native language. And kindly tell me also in the comment section, how do you call things on your native language? Especially, let's say this is D. So this is T. Here in our local language, we call it chai. So chai is a Swahili word. And Swahili is being spoke, I think, is Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, especially East Africa. We normally spoke Swahili. Even Burundi, even DRC Congo. Anyway, guys, so this tea is called jai. The same case to the tarmac road. Can you just see the tarmac road here? So let me just stand my... This is a tarmac. Oh, the sun is on top notch, guys. So the tarmac road, we normally call it lami. So as you all know that we have 3 types of road. We have tri-water road. We have Maram Road. We also have the tarmac road, which is this one. So tarmac road, in our local language, we call it lami. So, Maram Road, in a local language, we call it Barabara. That's a Swahili word, right? So, Tri-Water Road, we call it Chepkilet, right? That's now the native language for me now. That's a Kalenjin language. We call it Chepkilet. Anyway, guys, as we are going there, I think we are going to learn some of the things. So kindly also tell me in the comment section, how do you call these things in your native language, right? Like plane. How do you call plane? Let's say plane, we call it in Swahili ndege. So ndege is plane. The same case to car. How do you call a car? Car here, we call it carry. So it's kind of not hard for you to just notice, right? So we call it car. That's a carry, like this one. There's a lorry here. Let me just show you. I don't know if they carry. This is it. So this is the lorry, right? So we call it lorry. Lorry in Swahili, right? Anyway, guys, I hope you are learning something, right? Tell me in the comment section, how do you really call, like these stones right here? These are the stones. Let me just go closer to the stone because it's ahead of me right here. Let me just go here. So like this stone here, can you just see these stones? This is not a palace, this is stones. So like stone, we call it mawe in Swahili, right? As I've already said before, that East Africa is being dominated by Swahili, right? So this is mawe, right? So I'm standing in this place right now. As you can see my shade there, right? So I'm standing right here. And this is where I'm standing. This is a tarmac road, right? This is what you call lami. And this is a maram road. This is what you call Barabara, right? Let's head there so that we can really speak a lot, guys. So please subscribe as we're talking. Like the video, comment if you haven't comments, right? As I already said before that we have a name of 5,000 subscribers before the end of this year, right, guys? So, as I already said that, have you forgotten on this one? This is tea. We call it chai. How about this? This is not an eucalyptus. This is a tree. Tonight, we call it miti in Swahili, right? We call it miti. Miti is trees. So, as you all know that we have different type of trees. We have eucalyptus, we have cypress, all those type of trees. So, every tree has its whole name also at the same time. It has its whole name. So, like this tree, we call it bluecum. Eucalyptus, we call it bluecum, right? So, this is miti, right? Let's go on. So as you can see, I've already wear my jacket here. It's getting cooler and cooler. As you can see, the sun is going down, right? So we are still in our challenge, right? So as I've already said that, car ni gari, right? That's a Swahili word. How about motorcycle? Motorcycle, we call it boda boda. board. Even though the government have introduced electric motorcycles, so I don't know the kind of. I think it's they will kind of call it boda because it's still a bike, right? How about the cow? How do you call cow in Swahili or in our local language? Here in Africa or in East Africa to be precise, we call it ngombe. Ngombe. Right? I hope you are learning, guys. I hope you are learning. Kindly tell me in the comment section. How do you call in your native local language? Be it Hindu, be it Spanish, be it France, be it Zulu. It depends on the language that you really spoke, right? Or your native language. Be it Asians, any language. Kindly tell me in the comment section. How do you call these things, right? Like, also, what else? As I've already said, plane, we call it ndege. And stadium, we call it stadium. That's the short word of stadium. What else? We also, how about a ball? A ball, the football ball, right? I hope you understand. We call it mbira. Mbira, that's a Swahili word also. What else? How about the latrine like there? Can you just see there? There's a latrine there. How do you call a latrine? We call it toilet. No. Toilet is still an English word. So, but most of the people just prefer that word because it's kind of hissy. So the people also prefer to call it toilet or a latrine, right? I think that's not, but mostly, but we call it in our local language, cho. Nimeenda johoni, I call it a cho, right? The camera is not really functioning very well. Let me just call this high. So what else, guys? How about the house? The house, it event, be it a villa, be it a Airbnb, all of the time we normally call it a nyumba. So these are cows, guys. They grazing here. As you can see, these are cows, right? So they normally just graze here. So as I wanted to say before, a cow called ngombe. That's in our native local language, right? All right, guys. You know, when you just talk for it's like you're talking by yourself. It's kind of strange here because people doesn't even understand. This is still a village, guys. We're still in the village. All right. What else? How about the sun? The sun. How do you call the sun? Chua. We call it chua in our local language. How about the moon? How do you call the moon in your local language? Right? How do you call the moon? You know, I forgot the moon. The moon, we call it, it's even there. I don't know if you can really spot, the camera can really spot the moon. We call it, how do you call the moon? I forgot that one. There is some name, but... Oh, no way, bro. I forget. Let's move on. If we forget, we can move on. But let me remember for the moon. For the moon, I know. Hey, guys, we're still moving on. If we forget, we just left and say, you know what? Somebody tell me in the comment section, how do you call the moon, right? In Swahili, right? That's now my native local language. You know, I speak my native local language, which is Kalenjin. Also, I speak Swahili. Also, I speak English, which I am communicating with you right now. And I speak a little bit of Spanish. Not deeply, a little bit of Spanish. I love Spanish. I don't know why I love Spanish. Anyway, guys, how about the schools? We also call schools shule. How about what kind of a strange thing also? How about the phone? The phone, we call it simu. Kindly tell me on the comment section, how do you call this phone in your local language? How do you call phones, right? We call it here simu. How about what else? How about the poops? These are the poops. So these are the cow's poops. We call it kinyezi. That's a crazy word, bro. Anyway, all right. We're still going on. So as I've already said before, these are the latrines. So latrine, we call it toilet. We call it jo. Not toilet, we call it jo. What else? I'm still thinking about what we call the moon. But in our native local language, you call it Arawet. That is a Kalenjin language, which I speak. That's my native, not Swahili. And how about what else? What else, guys? What else? What else do we need to really know? So please, guys, tell me on the local. As I wanted to say before, here in Africa, we have tribes, sub-tribes, and every tribe speak their own language. But the one which the people now communicating with is Swahili, which everybody spoke everywhere, be it in Rwanda, be it in Burundi, be it in Uganda, be it in Kenya, be it in Tanzania, be it in a little bit of an Ethiopians, right? So the Swahili word is connecting people. Now, how about the art? The art we call in Swahili, we call dunia. Dunia is the art, right? Dunia is the art. That's crazy, bro. How about, I see the bats here. How about the bat? The bat, we call it ndege. It's kind of the same as the plane, because the plane, we call it ndege, the same. And Swahili, we don't have he and she, right? I think you've learned something. Swahili, we normally don't have he and she. I think Spanish also don't have he and she. I'm not sure. But Swahili, we normally call wewe. Huyu, wewe. We don't have he and she. And another thing also, guys, is that what else? There is another thing that I forgot. How about electricity? Electricity, we call it stima. Alright, guys, I would like to really end this video right here. I love you all, including everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Consider subscribing, liking, sharing. Be part of this handsome family as we're going forward. And I believe before December, guys, we can really celebrate 5,000 subscribers. And you can even surpass that. We can really even surpass that. So long as we boot code fast, I think that everything is going to be nice. Alright, guys, right now it's getting dark and dark. Right now is 6:40 p.m. And I don't want the dark because I'm going home. Is like 2 or 3 kilometers from here. Can you just imagine? We're just going in dark. And I'm using foot. I'm footing. Right, guys? I love footing. You know, and I'm not, as you can see, I'm wearing sport here. So I'm footing. Anyway, guys, let me just end this video here. I want to say thank you for those who have subscribed. If you are a returning subscriber, I don't take it for granted. Let me end this video here as I'm saying thank you. Or can I just end it up here? As I'm saying thank you for you guys, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting also, for sharing. You know, sharing is caring. That is what I normally just stand for. Alright, guys, I want to say thank you 100%. Alright, guys, let me just end this video here. I love you all, including everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Alright, guys, let's meet on the next video. Peace!